I am not gonna lie, this Gumball episode was absolutely absurd, bro. Like, they literally turned this shit into Megan Thee Stallion. Come on now. So look, man, before we get into this absolute queen, we start the episode off with Gumball and Darwin at the guidance counselor's office. Because Mr. Small wanted to see his two favorite students before the school packed him up. Literally. Since he was being replaced by a sexy polygon, apparently. Like, just look at those lips. Them joints look like Sukapong. But nah, Gumball and Darwin weren't gonna stand for that shiz. Ugh, why the heck they look like that? And marched straight to the principal's office.
Is that the two troublemakers that everyone talks about?
Oh nah, she remind me of that one nigga from over the garden wall. Why the heck she posted up in the corner like that? Bitch, if you don't quit blending in with the darkness, that's the equivalent of a black man standing in the dark asking him to smile and show his teeth. Anyway, she starts walking down on these little jits and hits them with a label that accurately depicts who they really are. Darwin gets labeled as vulnerable, cause like, come on bro, homie is completely in tune with his emotions. Let's be honest here. But as for Gumball though, he was labeled as bad. Bro, what the heck am I even looking at right now? Homie really is Megan Thee Stallion. Dude done jacked her whole ad lib. Talking about some But while Darwin's vulnerable self is fully aware of the dangers of these labels that the evil dictator counselor is enforcing on these kids, Gumball just becomes even more of a baddie. Nigga got a whole grown lady bod now and everything. Golly, I hate this shit so much, bro. What is this? Cause when they go to rally up some of the other kids in order to stop this crazy label war, Gumball's over here strutting his stuff like he on the runway for Fashion Week, modeling for Balenciaga. And when they encounter the gray dinosaur girl, I forgot her name, sorry y'all. Just look at this jit acting a damn fool. Bro, put that junk away! Ain't nobody trying to see all that. But nah, please tell me why this nigga got more feminine definition than his own mother. Ain't that some shiz? Jit over here popping the trunk and doing the splits and all. But I can't lie, he is slaying that shiz though, come on now. A lot of women wish they can be this bad for real. Anyway, the school continues to get even more chaotic than it usually is, with all the kids finally becoming one with their labels. Like, homegirl shyness is so extreme that it forces her to turn invisible like she SBO's cousin. Shoot, Alan turns into a freaking balloon animal just because he was labeled as a teacher's pet. I ain't gonna lie, I busted out laughing as soon as I seen this, man. Oh, and Banana Joe is labeled as restless, which, yeah, that label was definitely laced with banana flavored cocaine, no doubt about it. But man, it's like we done opened Pandora's box for real. Over here seeing very flamboyant theater kids, Megamind, a discombobulated rainbow. Wait a sec, these writers are not slick. This woman done put the confused label on Tobias. And homie is basically a colorful dude. Nah, they for sure call this nigga gay, and that's insane. Either way, after an extreme chain of events straight out of a Final Destination film, it's lunchtime, and everyone is still trying to cope with their newly found labels. And hold up, is that a wild Penny I see in the distance? I wonder how she feels about her boyfriend being more of a baddie than she is. Shoot, I would smack the frick out of Gumball if I was her. Cause just look at this dude. What were the writers thinking with this, bro? Why the heck he bending over like that, man? Who he think he is? Garnet from Steven Universe? Nah, better yet, he giving me Prism from Dispatch vibes. And I just feel bad for Darwin. Cause he's just forced to watch his brother visually violate him like this. Doing every Ice Spice pose under the sun. Well, she really only has one pose, let's be honest here. But man, nigga better get down with his bad self. Y'all like that joke?
Oh, brother!
Anyway, Darwin eventually gets fed up with Gumball's "Guys Queen" or "Okay Boo Boo" bullshits, and both of them go marching down straight to the principal's office in order to put an end to these labels. But the principal got packed up too. Like, how the heck you let the guidance counselor lay you off? Make it make sense. Shoot, on another note, what the heck even is Principal Brown anyway? Nigga look like a pubic hair. So, with all of them at their wits' end, Darwin tells Gumball to throw a Hail Mary and do the absolute baddest thing he could possibly do. Wow. I just know the furries are gonna have a freaking field day with that one. You weirdos. Anyway, Sexy Hexagon slaps an old label on Mr. Brown, since he ain't the principal no more, turning him into the ultimate unk. And on top of that, adds a dysfunctional label onto Gumball and Darwin, making them get spazzed the frick out. Well, until they get stopped by a talking water fountain. Oh, never mind. It's just Mr. Small with his weird sock puppet thingy. And honestly, now that I really think about it, Small is a pretty accurate last name for him, because his hippie Manson family cloud can fit in the tiniest of crevices. It's actually kind of impressive. But whatever, that's besides the point. Homie ends up giving Bad Big Gumball and Darwin some words of encouragement, saying labels don't define you or some other corny shit like that, which was apparently inspiration enough for them to do what they gotta do in order to save the school. Bad Big style. So they both go on maximum chase down, attempting to rip each label off of every single student, starting with Megamind Anais. So they rip off her know-it-all label and slap it onto Gumball for some reason, turning him into Sheen in that one episode when he had that big ass head. And Darwin just continues to grab more and more labels, making Gumball even more powerful. Shoot, this nigga was a baddie and stronger than Goku. Look at him. Homie is a planet-busting hot girl. So, with so much bad bit energy at his disposal, Gumball makes his way down to the sexy Polygon's office, who is now the principal, by the way, slowly opens the door and labels that woman as fired. No, Benson. But the job ain't finished yet, cause just moments later, Gumball harnesses the power of all the baddies in the world into one hand and eventually hits her with a big bang attack, which completely Team Rocket blasts the bitch straight out of the goddamn building. Now you know she did. Well, I guess Hot Girl Summer was just a little too much for a geometry class.